guys. So then one that is affordable and has had FUD, but is not the same as these free mint ones, is Chubby Little Jiras. Okay, so you can see here the floor price is 0.03. The volume traded is only 283 ETH, which is not nothing, but compared to what we've looked at, is quite low. Collection size 8,900, which is quite large. Owner distribution is good, 42%. It's just under 4,200 owners, just under about 48%. So it's good, not great, but good. And if we have a look over here, they haven't yet revealed, which we want to wait for. But the bullish, let's just look at activity just to show you. So you can see here, they went as high as 0.08. And really the volume has completely trickled out. Okay, so the thing that's bullish with this is that they were taken as part of the Godjira ecosystem. They were taken under Godjira's wing. And they did have a problem when they minted. About 25% of the funds were stolen. They were able to recover 75% or to safeguard 75% by sending them to Godjira's wallet, who safe kept them for them. But that relationship with Godjira is quite a bullish thing and something to keep in mind. The other part of the agreement is, of the 500 ETH that they made from mint by selling out, 300 Ethereum of that has to go to Godjira to sweep the floor. So this team will sweep the floor, the Godjira floor. Something that I thought was great is that instead of them just buying 200 Godjiras, which are about 2 ETH each, they said no, they've chosen to do it slowly so that they can get them at the cheapest price for their community, right? Because obviously they're going to own the Godjiras, and that will be in the wallet. I would imagine that they can't sell them or flip them for a certain amount of time. But I thought that was quite bullish. That they said, okay, look, we're really gonna look after our holders over here. We're not gonna buy 200 at once, push the floor to 4 ETH and end up paying on average 3 ETH. We'll buy 5 or 10, and they show the transaction of them buying 10, and every week when appropriate, we'll buy a few more. If we have a look here, that, as you can see, an officially approved Godjira project. Godjira is very well respected in the space. Chubby Little Jira's core mission is to develop, build upon, and integrate with a already well-established foundation of Project Godjira, which arguably one of the most successful NFT projects in the Web3 space. At the moment, Project Godjira has approximately 2,500 holders. However, because the Discord is closed, we believe that this may serve as a limiting factor for their further expansion. One of the fundamental objectives is to allow newcomers to gain exposure to this exceptional project at a more affordable entry point, while ensuring that both projects enjoy the benefits and rewards that Godjira has to offer, with additional goal of continuing to expand and advance the ecosystem. So I think that's great, because if you wanted to buy Godjira, you would have to pay 2 Ethereum. And here you are getting a level of that alpha for 0.003 by buying this project. The team is doxed and has fully doxed himself to the Godjira team. So is this one that I'm looking at buying? 100% yes. Could it go to 0? Yes. They have had their problems that obviously every project can go to 0, but they have had their problems. 25% of their funds have been stolen. They're still using 300. They haven't deducted what was stolen from the 300 that they're going to use to sweep it. But I think being under Godjira's wing is a big thing. And I think even if that alone isn't good, to have access to some of Godjira's alpha for 0.03 Ethereum and joining the Chubby Jiras Discord is very, very bullish. And at 0.003, I really think that it's one that's worth betting on, in my personal opinion. I do happen to hold a lot of great alpha passes, and I'm involved in quite a few closed alpha discords for guys with YouTube channels and things like that. So there's not really any alpha that I'm not getting. But quite honestly, it would be a no-brainer if I didn't have alpha passes. to spend on this. Obviously, not for a flip, but for the utility that it offers. And I hope that this project gets recognized because currently it hasn't. It's under the radar. I hope it gets recognized. Obviously, there's not a paid shield. I do not own any, but I really do think that you get great utility. And at this price, I think it's a great project to look at and to look further in.